All right, what's up, everybody? I'm back for a second. I'm not going to be on here too long. I am tired as whatever. Now, before I get into this whole PNAC thing, I've been reading Academic Agent's book very slowly. Very slowly. But this chapter 4 here, In Search of a Political Formula, that was from a speech given at the Nashville conference, February 2022. And he's asking, what is a political formula and what is going to be the political formula that's going to work for, the West, United States, Europe. And basically, he puts forth this thesis from, let me see, who's it from? From Gaetano Mosca in his classic book, The Ruling Class. Basically, that the only way a nation or a society can win is if the ruling class, the upper class, the rich people, whatever you want to call them, and the regular people, us poor folk, common folk, the powerless peasants, have the same mythology. Whether you believe the mythology is true or not, or religion, or a principle, or a legal principle, or whatever you want to call it, belief, then they will lose. And a society where the upper class and lower class share a myth, they will win, even if they're attacked by a larger force, if that force doesn't have a united upper and lower class, right? And so he goes through in the chapter why, well, like a lot of the different political movements so far aren't really working, because they're just not the same interest as the upper class. And we can see here with this Iran war thing that there's a stark divide between the upper class and the lower class, because the upper class, they believe that we've made America great again, that Trump has basically accomplished all his goals in making America great again. Stock market's number go up, stonks is up. People are buying huge mansions. Trump lives in a huge mansion. The world is great for him. He can go around banging ugly hookers. Look, I'm not morally judging Trump for banging hookers, but I am morally judging him for banging ugly hookers. Okay. And so these people, their military contracts, the money's going up. Their military contracts, the AI contracts, money's going up. Israel is getting safer by the day. Right? Israel's getting safer, not America. Israel's getting safer, right? Because, they're the greatest country in the world. And the regular people, us poor folk, us peasants, we're not experiencing the same myth. We're not experiencing the greatest country in the world. We're not experiencing our numbers, our bank account numbers going up, parabolically skyrocketing through the roof. And in fact, we're about to probably be hit with increased fuel prices and food prices and all other stuff that's caused when shipping lanes get disrupted from Europe and from Asia and stuff like that. But they're not worried about that. And that's the problem. That's what Academic Agent's saying. That's the problem. They're not worried about the same thing we're worried about. Right? So we're going to get into this Project for a New American Century, because nobody's really talking about this. People are acting like this is new. Like this is a new thing. Like this just came up since like Trump's been in office. Or I know everyone wants to say, oh, well, you're saying that Trump doesn't do anything and that you're kind of shifting the blame away from Trump. Look, Trump's a fucking asshole, all right? But that doesn't change the fact that this plan was put in place so long ago, starting in 1997. Look, right here. The memo that outlined U.S. plans to overthrow 7 countries in 5 years, established in 1997, PNAC, was a neoconservative group, right? And you just heard Nick on the show. He's talking about, he's like, they're the new Bush, they're the new Cheney, they're the new, what's his name? Colin Powell. Yeah, they are. They are them. because all they're doing is following the same plan that was set out in 1997, right? So we're going to go over here to the PDF file. This is kind of small. It's very small. I don't think I can make it any bigger. So if I just search, I put a link to this PDF in the thing. If you just search it, you can see there's 7 results for Iran. Now, the whole entire PNAC thing is about how it's one of these, well, in order for us to dominate the globe, and basically they're saying that the time for peace is over, peace treaties and all that other stuff, that was, for the, boomers, for the greatest generation. They're like, no, we got more guns than them. So right now, and before letting them all get more guns, we're going to take over the entire planet. We are the globalists. I know everyone wants to say, oh, it's the Jews. And oh, it's the Jews, the tail's wagging the dog. It's ridiculous on its face because a tail cannot wag a dog. It's a physical impossibility. And the fact that you believe that the tail's wagging the dog just shows how stupid you are. No. The dog's wagging the tail. The dog is wagging the tail. These are Americans. These are not Jews. Bush was not Jewish. He was a secret society skull and bones guy. Cheney's not Jewish. Colin Powell's not Jewish as far as I know. Condoleezza Rice, not Jewish. Not Jewish. Now, are Jewish people involved in it? Sure. But look, we can see right here, right? They're talking about there's 7 results in this where they're saying, potential rivals such as China are anxious to exploit these transformational technologies broadly, while adversaries like Iran, Iraq, and North Korea are rushing to develop ballistic missiles and nuclear weapons as a deterrent to American intervention in regions they seek to dominate. Yeah, right. We're not going to let them dominate their own region. We're going to dominate them. Okay, this is from 2001. People are like, oh, how did Nick predict this, bro? Conspiracy theorists knew about this so long ago, we forgot about it. Okay, now on page 19, Iran and Iraq, and a modernized and expanded Chinese nuclear force. Moreover, there is a question about the role of nuclear weapons, the role nuclear weapons should play in deterring the use of other kinds of weapons of mass destruction, such as chemical and biological, with the U.S. having forsworn those weapons' development and use. Right. You can read the whole thing if you want, but okay, here we go on page 28. Right. Over the long term, Iran may well prove as large a threat to U.S. interest in the Gulf as Iraq has. And even should U.S.-Iranian relations improve, retaining forward bases in the region would still be an essential element in a U.S. security strategy, given the long-standing American interest in the region. Okay, now on page 63. That is why, according to the CIA, a number of regimes deeply hostile to America, North Korea, Iraq, Iran, Libya, and Syria, already have or are developing ballistic missiles that could threaten the U.S. and allies and forces abroad. And North Korea is on the verge of deploying missiles that can hit the American homeland. Yeah, okay. Then again, on page 65, in the post-Cold War era, America and its allies, rather than the Soviet Union, have become the primary objects of deterrence, and it is states like Iraq, Iran, and North Korea who most wish to develop deterrent capabilities. Oh, really? Oh, really? They want a gun too. You have a gun, they want a gun. I don't see a problem with it. If you have a gun, I want a gun. I don't want you to say I can't have you. Oh, I'm immediately threatened when you say you're allowed to have a gun and I'm not. I'm sorry. That's just natural human response. If you say, "Oh, I'm allowed to have a bazooka," and I'm like, "Can I have a pocket knife?" They're like, "Nah, no, no. We're actually gonna blow you up with the bazooka if you try to get a pocket knife." Okay. Already potential adversaries from China to Iran are investing in quiet diesel submarines, tactical ballistic missiles, cruise, and other shore and sea launched anti-ship missiles and other weapons that will complicate the operations of U.S. fleets in restricted littoral waters. Right. And here we go. This is the last one on page 86. We cannot allow North Korea, Iran, Iraq, or similar states to undermine American leadership, meaning American world domination. We are the globalists. We are the globalists. Just stop it. Just stop it with the Klaus Schwab and the this and the that. We're the globalists. We're the ones saying that we want to dominate the freaking globe. To undermine American leadership, intimidate American allies, or threaten the American home. Yeah, we know who the allies are. The allies that are they're so threatened. All right. Blessings of the American peace purchased at fearful cost and a century of effort should not be so trivially squandered. Okay, so as you can see here, that this was publication date 2000, September 1st, 2000. So 26 years ago. 26 years ago, they planned to attack Iran. And they're making you believe that it's a new thing. It's some new thing that they just came up with it. No, they attacked all the other countries. They already attacked Syria. They already attacked Iraq. Right? We can see here, right? The Balkans, that's Ukraine, right? No, wait, sorry. No, that's not, that's Ukraine. No, yeah, that is Ukraine. The Balkans is Ukraine, right? And then Iraq and the Middle East, right? And then the only countries really left is like what? Taiwan. That's it. And I mean, if we let Taiwan go, that's not really going to affect us that much. But the Middle East, the Suez Canal and all that stuff, the shipping routes, they got to maintain control of that, right? All right. So can we just please stop acting like this is new? That's all I'm asking. Just please stop acting like this is new. Please stop acting like you're confused about why this is happening. Please, oh, it's the Jews, it's this guy, and it's that guy, it's Klaus Schwab, and blah, blah, blah. No, it's us. We're doing it. Our ruling class is doing it, and every other country's looking at us and we're trying to act like, oh no, it's not us, it's the Jews. No, it's not. You can't even see them on the map. They're so small. Oh, but they're more powerful than us. No, they're not. Just stop it. They're not more powerful than us. You're like, oh, you're saying that you're trying to shift the blame from Trump. Yeah, Trump's not doing anything. Was Trump president in 2000 when this plan was set in motion? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. But then then if I say it's us and not the Jews, then you're like, oh, you're trying to shift the blame from us from the Jews to us. No, we're doing it. It's our military. It's not their military. They're the tail. We're the dog. If you believe that a tail can wag a dog, then you need to be, examined, have your head examined, basically, because that's the whole point of the analogy. A tail can't wag a dog. So just please stop acting like this is brand new Stop acting like you're confused that the government's going against your interest, right? Like I've been saying, oh, you're like, oh, well, maybe poor people shouldn't be allowed to vote. It's, the rich people and the smart people, they should be allowed to vote, or only white people should be allowed to vote because they're gonna fix everything, right? Oh yeah, like Dick Cheney and George Bush, the white guys, the rich white guys that didn't put this plan into place 26 years ago to do all this. Why do you think they've been talking about bomb Iran and joking around about it since then? Since then. People weren't even born. Some of you people weren't even born then. Just like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I stopped making videos, because it's like, and then people go like, oh, what are you talking about? We got to blame the Jews. No. And look, I ain't saying that the Jews aren't doing nothing, but what I'm saying is they're benefiting more than we're benefiting from it. That is true, because they're getting safe, but we can't even block our own border. We can't block people from flying in and just setting up shop, flying in from Africa and setting up shop here. Right? I get it. We can't. But that doesn't mean that we're not the ones that want to control the entire planet through use of force, not diplomacy, not, oh, let's make a deal, let's do a trade. No, we're going to blow you up. And now we're scrambling before they can defend themselves properly, to make sure that they can't defend themselves, so that we can just give them a spanking whenever we feel like it. And then they got to give us the stuff because we say so. Sorry, you can't believe both of those things at once. You can't believe, oh, America's got to be the strongest country in the world and we got to be able to spank anybody at any time, and then complain when we do go and spank them. Pick one. Either we're the greatest country in the world, oh, our military is so strong and we're going to blow everybody up because they're not like us. Oh, those towel heads, and they want to put bags on women's heads, right? Yeah. How can we judge them? Literally, how could we judge them? Our president bangs ugly hookers. Yeah, I'm judging him for that. Not because he bangs hookers, but because he bangs ugly ones. All right, I'm already in trouble. Video over. Have a good day, everybody, and please stay safe. And my prayers go out to the people of Iran as well. So that's it. Peace.